Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me want to say, and even...
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get it!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Viking 18. Go.
Off the bootleg. Burke. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Second down and 6 now from the 26. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Hey, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think I have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Burke. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Jordan Addison, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Kenetuagu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. James Robinson, 65 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Burke got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here.
Let's go now.
Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing on first down. Burke looking Hyatt's way once again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal.
Badgley on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 22-yard line.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Roll. Reno.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now 3rd down and 7. To throw, here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Come on. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ready.
10-7 our score after 1 right here. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
Now a 2nd and 2.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Willis now off play action.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback... And the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Okay, ready?
Third down and 10.
19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Willis to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here comes Berrios. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Burke. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Ready, ready?
Running left, it's Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Bronco 80. Go.
Off the play fake. Burke. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. Garrett Wilson, 55 yards. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. Start.
Robinson on a give right side. And some room to run now. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. James Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we?
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants! Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Flushed out right. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Come on, come on.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Here's Berrios. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Go, Chaps, go, Chaps. Ready?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And
pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Burke. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19. Go.
The shotgun snap to Willis. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Get it. 19, 5 in. Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Willis. And that is incomplete here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Being chased out left. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Come on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Burke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Kene Nwangu. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Quickly to Addison here. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Burke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
On the set. Chap alert. Ready.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This
touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, 33 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Willis looking to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Unlock line, unlock, check.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
Taking it right down Broadway. Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Willis. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And now they're in the hurry-up. Willis on 3rd and 1. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
112 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll go to Barkley again. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game.
Ready.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Ready.
Saquon Barkley running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? Cup 19, go!
On the draw, this is Barkley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Willis out of the gun.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Got it. Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Go.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will have the Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And he missed it. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Willis will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late round.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. I'll split. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay,